Hello. I'm going to tell you a story about my experience. Well, two. First, and then I'll tell you the second. Ever since, for many years, I've had problems with my chest. So I always had to go into the doctors. And I needed to start from the beginning. So I started when I was like 13 ever since. But in 2005, what happened was I went to a different doctor, a gynecologist. And I really didn't like that doctor, so I stopped going. But my family doctor, I would always go for pneumonia and all that stuff. So he asked me if I went to get a mammogram. Well, next year, why not? I'll just do it next year. I really didn't need. So I kept going. And I kept getting sick, and I still didn't do it, and I was having chest problems. To make sure I didn't have surgery or anything, no big deal, and I kept getting sick. So my doctor finally was like, you really need to go get a mammogram. So later, they sent me and they told me that I would need to go for a mammogram, the exam and everything. And later, the doctor comes back into the office and tells me that they did find something that it might, and they think it might be cancer. And I was like, what? But it wasn't cancer, it was something else. And I was like, really? And I was shocked. So I went for a biopsy test to make sure it was nothing serious and it wasn't cancer. I was still shocked, and I just couldn't imagine. So next year, so what if it was next year? Who knows? So anyway, so I made a schedule to get it out, and to remove the lump for a lumpectomy, and in 2006. And I remember that day. It was February 13th, and I explained why I remember it. But anyway, I went into the hospital, and they removed the lump. But it was a small little lump that they had to remove. It was no big deal. It could have been a lot worse. So anyway, I remember February 15th, my father died, and I was all over the place trying to help, and all that happened. So really, if you all think mammograms are no big deal, don't take it lightly. You really shouldn't miss one. Just go and do it. You never know what's going to happen if you miss one. And I will tell the second story later.